Good morning. I hope everybody's having a good morning this morning. I hope everybody's doing their thing. Sipping water. I had some of this Simply Lemonade, and it was bussin'. It was the one with blueberry, and it was bussin'. You know, go ahead, tell me. You see the wrist. You feel me? Time is an illusion, but you see the wrist. Go ahead, tell me how y'all doing this morning. Go ahead, share this video. Uh, like this video, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we on a goal to 1,000 subscribers. So that's that. You feel me? You can tune in if you want to, or you don't have to. But today I want to talk about, just how I've been feeling off of my medication with the schizoaffective schizophrenia diagnosis, bipolar diagnosis, acute psychosis diagnosis that was given to me. Um, I was taking lorazepam for about a month, and at first it was okay, right? But later on down the line, I started feeling like drowsy and woozy. I started to feel sluggish and have like slight little phases where I like don't feel so well. And then I was taking a shot as well. And so at first I wasn't having muscle spasms, but I started to have muscle spasms and muscle tightness. And so uh, I stopped taking it about, it's going on 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. And now I'm not slurring. I'm not having drool come out. I feel a whole lot better. Um, and I've been drinking lots of water and eating fruit. Now, I'm about to tell the doctor I don't want to take the medicine anymore. I'm not interested in it. I'm about to just cancel all my appointments because it's just it's to the point where I'm not crazy. I know this society is kind of weird. We eat meat for God's sakes, like, and I know eating meat is something's off with that, and I just want to go on a fruit based diet. That's my next goal is to wean off of the Cane's chicken fingers and go fruit based. But it's kind of hard because they're so good. They're so doggone good. And it's like, dang, I've been conditioned all my life to eat meat. I've been conditioned all my life to think taking medications and taking shots and vaccines and all this other stuff is beneficial for me. When truly, it's a monster idea. It's some of this stuff has helped me to get rest and to get sleep, such as uh, promethazine mixed with codeine syrup. Uh, it has helped me, but a lot of stuff is like, I don't like it. I don't like the medicine. If it ain't cough syrup, I don't want it. And this is not to be low, so he's a cough syrup drinker. No, I only drunk it a few times with some Sprite and some Jolly Ranchers, but I'm telling you, I was sick. And I took a nap. It was about 4 hours. Once I sipped on it, I woke up. I was clear. So it does work. It's just about not abusing it to where you have, you know, headaches and slurish and you drowsy and can't operate as an individual. And the lorazepam I was taking, that was only 2 milligrams, and I was feeling like that. So I could imagine someone that's doped up that can't operate, right? But yeah, um, that's just a quick little update about me. How are y'all doing? How is everybody doing in the chat? How's everybody doing in the live? Right. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's you know going about their day to day in a well way. I know I just got a new perspective on life. The way I just look outside of myself every single day is something to think about. How other people look outside of themselves and they have to build, or they have to check people out, or they have to do plumbing or electrical work, or they have to do carpentry work, or they have to do auto machine work, or they have to be a person that's a stocker, or they have a person that's a driver. They have people that lift different things. They have people that work in the office space. They have leaders and directors and the board of this, directors and all this other stuff. So I'm sure day to day it's a lot to handle with some people. And God gives grace. God is merciful. I'm starting not to believe everything I see and read in a book, because there's thousands of books, right? I've been trained and conditioned to just follow this one book, and it's supposed to, tell you every single thing. But it's like the Holy Spirit has to tell you, your intuition basically, whether this is good or not. And sometimes, based off of inexperience, you could be wrong, or probability, you could probably be wrong, but your intuition tells you whether or not this is good. Your free will tells you whether or not this is good. You feel me? I look at the story of Adam and Eve. You know, Eve decided to take the apple or whatever fruit they partaken in, and then Adam followed along, being that was his wife, and they say he should have been a leader and instead of a follower. And I guess that's what the you know whole gist of it is: be a leader, not a follower. But something about being in love, and you gotta die to yourself. Like, I'll do this forbidden thing with you just to be with you, and it's crazy. It's real life crazy that someone could say, based off of all this that happened, this is why we're in the state that we're in now. This is the reality that we're in now, based off of actions committed in a garden. And what? It just goes to show that some things were already done and made. Like this devil and God thing. It was one person on this earth, or on existence, and then all of a sudden it's more people. Like, no, it's weird. Like, God is cosmic. All this stuff that we see in the world is like, how does it come about? And the answer is on this wristwatch, on this wrist, time. It's crazy how all this stuff comes about in the midst of time. More people, more technology, more houses, more land, more expansion, different realities, different understandings, and wisdom based off of time. And you have to experience it, and you have to go through it for yourself in order to gain that insight, in order to gain that wisdom, in order to gain that knowledge. No one else can go through it for you. You have to go through the heartbreak sometimes in order to understand, hey, this is not what was for me, or hey, it was good in the moment, but hey, it hurts, but hey, we're gonna get past this, and this was a learning experience, and I need to move on. People come and go, things happen, time changes, stuff is temporary. Not everything's permanent. And we need to understand that there's going to be people walking past, there's going to be cars driving past, there's going to be a matrix of things happening, but we just need to stay focused on what we can do and what type of person we want to be and what we want to put out into the world. And we can't be controlled by people, given that we have freedom of speech and we're supposed to have freedom of speech. You know, if I want to drop some music that's explicit content and I work a job, I shouldn't be reprimanded for, displaying who I am as a person. That's what it should be. But are we living in that reality? I don't know. Am I living in that reality? I don't know, because there's forces that have done stuff in the past to me, and it's like, dang, is this really what's going on? Am I really living like this? And so I'm doing a 23-1 right now. I stay inside a lot. I go outside when I need to work out or when I need to, just go out and get something or go out and do something. But other than that, I'm staying to myself and I'm staying out the way. I'm staying up to myself, staying out the way, making music in my voice memos, documenting how I feel in this moment, in that moment, and leaving my footprint in the sand, hoping that the waves don't take the footprint. But the waves do what they want. The waves do what they want. They come and go as they please. It's its own energy. So, yeah, that's me. But I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all having a good life, a memorable life, a time-worthy life. And this is just the Casio. This is just a G-Shock Casio. A Casio, right? But this mug hard. And until I get the Audemars Baguette, until I get the Cartier plane and then the Cartier bust down, I'm rocking this. Because guess what? It's doing the same thing. That's the illusion of it all. Whether you riding in the S class, G class, whether you riding in a hoopty, whether you riding in a old school, whether you riding in a box truck or a dunk or whatever, it's getting you from point A to point B. The purpose of the thing needs to be purposeful and useful. As long as it's purposeful and useful and conducive to what you got going on in that matter, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about what you got going on, what you have, what you don't have, what's around you, what's not around you, and what God has for you. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Just go through your journey, embrace your journey, and that's that. But with that being said, if there's no other thing, no other person coming on to the live, I'm about to hop off, get my day started. I'm probably going to go work out, drink some water. Drink some water, get to it. And yeah, that's that, man. All right, I'm out. Peace.